Here we go. Let's just get this underway, shall we? It's um it's the last race of the entire season. It's not tier two. I don't have the permission to change the titles, so it's tier one, round 12, Abu Dhabi. Let's get this underway. I'm Spotify 95, and we've also got
Nori with
hi
you.
Nori. Now obviously you've done this race before around
Yeah,
here because tier 2 came before tier 1. So obviously we both know how this is how the we both know how the track should be. So
yeah.
what do you what's your expectations of the race, and more to the point, who do you think's going to win or do well or not do so well?
Well, definitely. I think some battles, lots of battles. As at the moment, Bart Tsunami is the first one to start his lap. But yeah, we're gonna have people overtaking into the first into the tight chicane after the first DRS zone, and also in the long left-hander after the second DRS zone. Um, well, Sector 3 is not a place where I would recommend to fight. I've experienced it myself. And yeah, who's gonna win? Uh, well, Marco's actually not racing today, but that's because he's already won the championship.
I
So,
was just going to say that we've only got 16 people.
and I think Enjoy ET8. I think that's Joel.
Is it?
So, yeah, probably. So, I probably think him, as he has been the fastest out of all of these people who are racing at the moment.
Because who's the other guy that's normally a teammate of
Joel,
Jolin's
Lawrence,
Lawrence? He's not here either.
no,
But
or it's Lawrence or it's Joel. It's one of the two.
well, Bad Tsunami's just in a 22.8. That's the benchmark so far, as we've got Enjoy ET8 122.1 and Kermit 124.1. You'll need to improve a little bit from there.
Mhm.
Uh, Dark King is in the first sector. I think that's Gurgis at a 23.4. Phantominium with a 22.9. And then we've got... Who's that coming across the line? Emrys? It is Emrys. And who was that just with...
Yasin, who jumped up to P2, actually only 2 tenths behind Joel, I think.
Yasin was going pretty quick then.
Mhm.
And who else?
S.
Who else is on the lap? Psyduck's just started a lap. Tim Meek is somewhere in the lap. And
DK is now heading into sector 3 here with his long left-hander.
yep.
In my opinion, it's really hard for me to actually find a good line there and when and where to actually brake.
This is the tricky bit for me. All
Mhm.
this
Yeah,
twisty stuff and not running so wide that you invalidate your lap.
exactly. That's really hard
Because I
sometimes.
invalidated my lap multiple times. And I think I only had one attempt in my tier 2 race. Dark King goes third with a
Mhm.
22.6 as Pay the Man is in chat. Schroeder done a funny joke. Well, something that I can't actually answer because just
Mm.
because. And Minion says, "Oh, it's Minions doing 0-0." You can't do 0-0 round here, can you?
Well, I mean you can, but it's not the smartest choice.
No, because you're going to be much, much, much slower in Sector 3 as Minions does a
Mhm.
23-1. I think really the only 0-0 track on this calendar is Monza.
Yeah, probably.
Psyduck does a 29.4. That's not really representative. Tim Meek does a 23.6. And now it's Jokeboke, or Jokeboken.
We'll just keep it a joke, Bo.
Jokeboke! Okay. Thank you. P8.
And she goes up to P8 currently.
Not bad.
But yeah, we do have a small grid for today, unfortunately. Only 16 people.
Yep. Who are we missing? We're missing ASG. We're missing
Wizzy.
we're missing Wizzy. We're missing Lewis.
Yeah, one of the two McLarens. So I still think it's Lawrence. We're probably
Lawrence.
missing.
Yep. We're also missing Marco because Marco's already won a championship.
Yeah, but we do have a reserve for him. So.
Yep.
Yeah, and some other guys.
I could have reserved myself, but given that I only just managed to scrape a point in Tier 2, I don't think I'd be able to scrape any points at all in Tier 1.
Yeah, and otherwise we wouldn't have a stream, of course.
Yeah.
And I could have also reserved as well, but yeah, then you'd be alone. So
yeah, if we both reserved to make it up to 18 drivers, there would be no streams, so you wouldn't be able to see anything. As InATV says, don't care about any races. Nex on top. He wants Nex on top. Where's Nex?
I think he meant 10x.
10x.
Yeah,
10x on top. Yes.
Oh, bro, he's in P7. He was actually the guy who took pole in Tier 2.
Wow.
As it was actually still close between HG, me, and Hanso though.
Ah.
But yeah, he didn't win the race in the end. But he did finish top 6, I think 6 or something. So that's still good, or top 5.
Yep.
I don't know.
I am amazed. Minions is P6 with 0-0. How is that even possible?
As by the way, Red Halo now crosses the line, goes up to P4 currently.
Not bad. So people are now starting their outlaps. Oh, Enjoy ET8 is already a 10th up on their already quick time. So Minion says watch me on the straight. Okay. In case you're wondering, yes, I will put telemetry on because now I'm interested.
Yeah, I just want to see how fast he goes compared to another person.
No, he's going slowly now.
Yeah. We'll watch him on his lap while currently possibly Joel is now in sector 3, heading into that tricky part again. Try to get on the edge, but just not invalidate there.
Is that Enjoy ET8? If that's the case, that's exactly who I'm with right now. Going around the final corner and improving to a 121.9. Amazing. Right.
As it looks like Yasin gets a slipstream from his teammate Minions. Love to see that teamwork there.
Especially considering there's 0-0s happening.
Yeah, and Yasin at the moment already 2.5 tenths up, and he's only in sector 2. Sector 1 and 2 are, you can gain in those you have some heavy braking zones, but
now it's
this last sector is really the place where you can gain the most probably.
It's a case of making sure you can do what you can to gain lots of time, but making sure you don't lose time, because if you can gain the most, you can also lose the most as well. As round the final corner we go. What time is this going to be? It's going to be a 22.0, 3 tenths quicker. Still P2, but
he's only 1 tenth behind him now. So he has closed the gap on him.
And now
I'm curious about Minions, his speed.
Yep, we're gonna take a nice on-board view here because we're just heading down to the hairpin, and now here's where the fun begins. Here's where the fun begins indeed.
348.
216 miles per hour on my screen.
Yeah, and 348 kilometers per hour.
Yep, that's definitely 0-0 territory.
And for example, and I'm gonna watch.
He even
For
got
example,
up to,
Joke
even,
Poke, for
yeah.
example, it was 26 kilometers per hour slower.
He even got up to 206 miles per hour on the much shorter straight that goes to the left-hand hairpin. That is incredible speed. Absolutely
I don't know what that is.
Incredible.
I don't know what that is in kilometers per hour, but it's probably
And now he comes
really
into
fast.
the pits.
Well, yeah, that's unfortunate.
Well,
So probably just a bad last sector where he lost everything.
Well, if anything else, he's certainly just proven to us all that 0-0 on the wings does actually help you down this straight and the other straight, but it probably won't help you much around sector 3.
So if he can just get a good exit out of the chicanes and hairpin,
Sorry
then
about
he
that.
then he can have a good chance of overtaking people in the race.
Yes, definitely. I think this is more a race strategy than a overall fastest lap strategy. Although, having said that, we did just watch Psyduck completely lose it coming out of the chicane at the end of the sector 2 straight. So that wasn't
at
very
the
good.
moment,
Gers on an invalid lap.
No one is on the lap, well, people who are on the lap, they have invalidated, and for the rest, no one is really on the lap anymore.
Who's closest to starting a lap? I think the closest to starting a lap is Tenix. And then when the qualifying ends, I'm going to go and get a snack or two. So,
let's see, as he now starts his lap. Heading into turn 1, medium speed left-hander. Go to turn 3 and 2 and 3 with this long right-hander. Take as much speed. Don't lose it on the curb, of course, on the inside. Heading to turn 4, the first hairpin of this track, which leads onto the first DRS straight.
Let me just quickly bring up a...
Going into the chicane, turn 5 or 6 and 7, I mean.
That was interesting. 202 miles per hour this time for Tenix. So you can definitely see the speed difference between a 0-0 strategy and a much more conservative strategy.
Now heading into the second and long hairpin that goes left, which heads into sector 3. And with those fast flowing corners, tricky to on the edge, but not invalidating.
Yep, it's always making sure you don't invalidate just here, because you can
Go to
do
turn
on that.
15 and the last turn 60.
What's it going to be?
Only a small improvement.
Only
not even
100th.
moving place up.
Only 100th of a second. I was expecting more, as now Dark King is going along the second straight. Again, I'm going to have a little look at the speed. 196 miles an hour there.
Yeah, which is 315 kilometers per hour. As he is actually 2 tenths up after this first or second sector, I mean, which was a purple sector too. Ooh,
Not
going
bad.
a bit wide, missing the apex there. That's definitely gonna lose him some time. But let's see how much does he improve still. Heading to that last turn.
If he can gain 2 tenths, that'll be alright. He does, he gains 3.5 tenths, and that puts him up into third.
Yeah, but
Good
he definitely still lost some time with missing that apex.
But he's not going to have enough time to go again because there's only 2.5 minutes on the clock.
Yeah. Or if he did, or if he put enough fuel in, he can.
Yeah, he can do a
go for another lap after this.
Yeah, cool down lap, then go for it lap. If that's good terminology. Gers 3.5 tenths up already. Or has Gers just finished the lap?
No, he's up.
He's going, and he's going well. He's going very well indeed as he's now going down the straight. Let's try and see what strategy he's doing. That was about 200.
But yeah, we can definitely see Minions has superior speed on this track on the straight, so I think we can put telemetry away too.
Yeah, I only put that up
Mhm.
just to see speeds on the straight because that's that's quite actually useful actually seeing top speed on the straights as round that twisty section, the section where you can lose time, gain time. Oh, that looks
Ooh, just
close.
went wide. Yeah, and that's an
Invalidated.
invalidation.
He invalidated. Oh no.
And that's probably
That's going to be
his
it for Gurr because
qualifying done.
has he got enough ERS to go again? No, he's only got 50%. He's not going to be
But
able to.
it
He's,
does look like at the moment Joel, I think. I still don't know if it's Joel, but I'm just gonna guess it.
I'm going to
He
go
just
with.
started his lap.
I'm going with Enjoy ET8.
Mhm.
He's going again. It's going to be his last time he's going again. Let's see what he does. Purple first sector, I think I just saw a quick glimpse of. Not sure whether that is braking, making sure you get the line right through there. I've always had problems with getting the lines right through that chicane. It's so tricky, but I think Enjoy ET8 has just about done it. He has. He's gone purple second as well. He's he's 1200ths up already. So checkered flag is out. So what have we got? We've got an Alpine going into the pits. We've got Global Formula League, that's Psyduck, he's just crossed the line in to go 6th. He won't be improving. Enjoy ET8 will be going faster, I reckon. How much faster?
Ooh,
2.3
2 tenths.
tenths. Good job. As now
As Yasin behind him
y-
doesn't actually improve.
Yasin doesn't improve. We've got
But
Satya
Venta is 2 tenths up, by the way.
Marty's come across the line. Jokeboke, he's coming across the line. He improves by half a tenth, up to P11.
If Venta can get a good lap in, he can actually move up to P4.
Well, let's see. One more corner to go for the Visa Cash Shop RB driver. It's
And he
P4.
does. Nice.
2.8 tenths up on his time. As now we've got Kermit who goes into the pits.
And
Now
that's
we've got
everyone done.
Bard Tsunami, he's invalidated, and Emery has also invalidated. It's the final qualifying of Season 12 is now officially over. It is indeed the last qualifying of Season 12 is done. As Minion says, overtake
Get
lap 1,
P7.
gonna go mad. This is definitely more of a racing strategy and a strategy to just go for it.
But if Minions can get a good start, he can really overtake maybe lots of people on those 2 straights. So I
Well,
hope to see that happen. But
we
yeah,
will see what happens. We will see what happens indeed as the final Tier 1 qualifying grid is Enjoy ET8 and the McLaren on pole
dominating.
with Yasin behind and Dark King in third. Then we've got Phantominium, Nabard Tsunami, Psyduck, Minions, Red Halo, Emreese, Gurr, Jokeboke, Tim Meek, Tenix, Kermit, Marty and Flip, and I am going to quickly grab something to eat.
But
Back in
yeah,
a minute.
probably still I still don't know if it's Joel, but I think so. Joel really dominating
And if you're not
with
back,
being 3 tenths in front.
yep. And if I'm not back in time, you can take me through the first lap.
Yeah. It does look like overcast, but I don't think it's gonna rain. Otherwise, it would be weird because it's Abu Dhabi, you know. have never seen actually when when you put on realistic performance that there is or realistic weather that there's rain in Abu Dhabi. I've never seen it, so I hope it doesn't happen for them. It would be chaotic and it would be fun to watch, but I think all the drivers would hate that. They would definitely hate that. As at the moment, of course, everyone is picking their strategy, maybe changing some little things to the car, maybe like changing the front wing, and of course putting enough fuel in, or maybe less if they can gain it back during the race. Yeah, but we'll have to see that, as they are taking a bit of a long time. But let's see. I hope it's not a glitch that the race doesn't start, because it is taking really. Oh, it doesn't. As 5 lights go on, and it's lights out, and away they go for the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, the last Grand Prix of this season. As Joel with a really great start here, leads in front with Yasin behind him. Darkin getting Venta behind him. As we do have some overtakes in the back with Red Halo going wide. Well, that's not great for him. As he goes into the wall. Or no, it's Kermit. Kermit was stood still. And Kermit stood still, didn't start. So that's a DSQ for him. I don't know what happened there. But I think Red Halo has damage, as he may have gotten pushed wide into turn 2.
Oh, he
Or
has.
turn 3. Does Red Halo have damage?
Yeah, he does. He does.
Oh yeah. As Kermit got DSQ'd.
Oh, tires,
Because
tires. Let me get everything set up.
well, looking at the tires, we have most of the people on the mediums, with only 5 guys on the hards, with that being Gur, Emrys, Tenix, Marty, and Red Halo. But yeah, Red Halo, with that really bad start, is definitely gonna go pit now, probably. And Emrys also made a mistake. Has he gotten damage too? It looks like his wing is clean. But yeah, Red Halo going to the pits. Probably now changing onto a set of mediums. As
Will those tires go the distance? Mediums?
well, they'll make it to the next stop at least. But yeah, the optimal strategy is going to be medium hard or hard medium.
And not on lap 2?
Hmm? No, but he
No.
needs to pit because of his wing of course. So he doesn't have.
Yep.
Yeah, he's not gonna make it till the end at least. But no, also not with the hard tires either. You can't drive 20. You couldn't drive 28 laps with them.
Well,
But yeah,
Tamika's made it up to P9. He's just gained a position.
mhm.
Um. So what actually happened while I was gone? What was this about parked in a dangerous location?
Well, I don't know. Kermit was stood still at the start of the race,
Oh, he didn't
and
start.
yeah, I don't know. He was just stood still, and then uh, we had Red Halo getting pushed wide by someone. I think it was Minions driving with him. I don't know if he actually got pushed wide or just made a mistake himself. But then he drove into the wall on the left side and got damage. As it looks like Darking at the moment got the fastest lap. Actually, he stole it from
He
Joel
stole
there,
it from
so
ET8, yeah.
yeah. So he's gonna try and probably overtake Yasin and then try to catch up to first place and try to fight for that first place. Yeah, as he does get DRS in this straight at the moment. Overtakes Yasin. But Yasin will get the DRS back, but I think he's too far away already.
Let's just have a look here. He's got DRS. But will he be able to do anything? That's the question.
Yeah, he's too far.
He's within fighting distance, but just not able to make a move. So Dark King does indeed go up into P2. As Tim Meek and Tenix are battling in the back. That's for P9 and 10. Minions is just about staying on the back of Psyduck by the looks of things. In fact, Psyduck looks like he's going to be attacking Phantom Minion at any rate soon. So that'll be a good battle between those two drivers. As we start the 4th lap around this circuit. 29 laps the actual race distance, so just to remind those people that are watching, you've got to complete 15 laps. If you don't complete 15 laps, then that will be less than 50% and you'll probably get penalised. So, oh, who's that stopped? Red Halo stopped in
And I think he
Sector
spun.
3. Yep. Oh, he's lost his front wing. He's lost his front wing completely. He's coming back into the pits. He's coming back into the pits.
He's having a catastrophic race, but looking at the front again.
I was going to say he should have the pace to get back onto the group and do something. However,
yeah, but he's definitely going to need a safety car now. Otherwise, he's not going to catch up.
Yeah, ET8 is already into the 3rd sector. He could be lapped.
No, he's not going to get lapped, I think, because yeah, he's still going to be in front and he still has the pace from like P5, so getting lapped is probably not going to happen. I hope for him at least, but yeah, it is going to be close.
Mediums again.
Yeah, because he needs to catch the people, of course.
21 laps, that's a tall order. As oh, now is that Emrys? Now Emrys has spun it.
Yeah,
Emrys has spun it in the same place.
Yeah, they both have really much problems in that in this race. Red Halo and Emrys really struggling. As Jokebog and Marty are actually fighting for position here, going side by side in Sector 1. It still goes good. They're still side by side. As Marty now moves back, but he goes for the lunge on the inside.
God, this
tries
is getting
to fight
spicy.
back. As Flip also behind them now, but Marty now gets DRS. Will go for the overtake on Jokebog, but Jokebog using all his battery here.
And further up, we've got the Bard, Tsunami and Yasin battling.
And Marty will stay ahead, but in front of them we have Timik and Tenix going side by side. As Marty now moves up 2 positions because they had a bad exit. And Jokebog also passing Tenix here.
This is
as
brilliant.
Tenix just moved down 3 places in one corner. Or one straight, I mean.
Whoa, this is getting spicy. This is just brilliant racing, this is.
Yeah, great battle here for P9. Between 5 people.
Yep. That was just awesome. Thank you, Zenik. Oh, Zenik, are you able to change the title to Tier 1, please? Enjoy ET8 is versus.
You see, I was right. It was Joel.
Oh my goodness, they're going wide. They've just pushed each other off the track. They've just pushed each other off the track like Lando and Max. And now Tenix.
Oh, as Tenix made a mistake too.
This is still.
But yeah, Marty now, with all this fighting behind him, created a gap to the guys in front, behind
2
him.
seconds. This is amazing.
As
there we go.
Jokebog can fence the inside, and Timik and Flip both move in front of him. Wow, I didn't even see Flip. Great from him. But I think Flip is gonna get re-overtaken here by Timik, as he is only 3/10 behind him now.
He's not got much ERS though. I can see.
Yeah, they both haven't.
I can see from the dashboard he's got really not much ERS. He's gonna have to charge up big style and do a bit of saving going through this final sector. Oh, 3-second penalty
Oh,
for
Gur gets
Gur.
a first 3-second penalty
Thank
here.
you for having the first ever track limit abuse penalty at this race.
Yeah, just unfortunate. But at least he does have quite a big gap to Marty,
He's
so
got
if
the
he
gap
can
to
keep
Marty,
that,
yeah.
yeah.
Now
As
Emrys has got
Emrys
one.
too.
Whoa, who was that? Someone went way wide there in a
There was
Mercedes. That
Marty
was
there.
Marty. Marty's just lost the place to Tim
As
Meek.
both Tim Meek and Flip, Tim Meek moved in front, but Flip now also trying to go for it. On as he does it, as he actually gets overtaken by Joke Poke. But Marty got hit in the back by Joke Poke too, so
Oh
that's
dear.
unfortunate.
They're
As
teammates, Marty and
Marty
Joe
now,
Book.
yeah, they are fighting each other, but they're teammates. They should work together to get in front of this group and drive away up to Gur. As Flip and Marty are going side by side, but Flip with the better exit. Maybe he can go for a re-overtake, but no, Marty could just get on the power earlier. As he now goes for the move on Temik around the outside. Temik, oh, still there, but he touched with Marty. As Flip now moves there. Lots of fighting.
Yep, and here we go
As
still. We've got Tim
Jopo
Meek and
passes
Marty.
through and
Whoa, there was an Alpine off the
Timik and
track there.
Marty, oof, it's not the cleanest fighting at the
Tenix has
moment.
got a penalty out of all of this. No, he's further behind. He's the Ferrari.
Yeah, but look
I'm
at this, the gap
amazed.
just, he was 2.8 seconds behind, but with all of this fighting, I think he's going to be within a second
At this rate,
in this lap.
Tenix is going to get DRS off of this group.
hmm
This is
And look,
amazing.
the gap to minions is now up to 8.4 seconds. As at first it was 4
Emrys has
seconds.
retired. Oh, Emrys has. That's
Well, that's unfortunate.
that's only on lap 8. Emrys is
hmm
going to get 2 penalty points for that.
But yeah, moving on back to the race. Jokebook having DRS on Timik now. But yeah, as I said, that gap of all these guys to minions has now, with all of this fighting, is now grown with 4 seconds.
And Marty is behind Tenix.
I think he made a mistake actually.
But yeah,
But yeah, they have now calmed down a bit. I think they finally figured out that they shouldn't be fighting this hard and should try and catch up to the guys in front.
But yeah, I've made
As
a note.
looking at the guys,
I've
yeah,
made a note of Emrys, by the way. So that will be
yeah.
passed on to Schrober.
As looking at the guys in front, um, Joel has actually grown his gap to Darking at the moment, as it's now 3.7 seconds. But yeah, behind Darking we have Yasin, the
And
Barcelona,
Marty,
Fenta.
and to compound all of his problems, Marty has now got a track limit
hmm
abuse penalty.
Fenta and Psyduck behind him, so a pretty long train from P2 to P6. All fighting for that same position here.
Is Bad Tsunami going to make a move?
hmm
He's looking down the inside of the kick salver.
As by the way, Marty here.
Oh, he's gone wide. He got pushed wide, I think, by the kick salver.
hmm
Not sure if you saw that or not, but it definitely looked
No,
like Bad Tsunami got pushed a little bit wide there. Now he's battling with
as he's
Phantom
now
Minion.
fighting with Fenta.
This
Fenta around
Phantom,
the outside, but he backs out.
yeah, there's no way two cars are going to get through there without problems at the moment. And now we go into the twisty section. As Jokeboat does get past Tim Meek further behind, that's for P9. And Flip is almost on the top of Tim Meek as well. Flip is only 0.3 seconds back, so this could get a bit spicy as well.
As by the way, Marty, it looks like he opted to go for an early stop here, trying to go for the undercut on the rest of those guys, which I think is a pretty smart move, as they are just fighting and fighting a lot.
Will the mediums
And
do 19 laps? That's what we've got to ask.
He's on mediums? Then he got damaged somewhere.
He's
Because
on
they
mediums.
are definitely not gonna last 19 laps.
He's on mediums, 0 laps.
I can
So
assure you that those mediums won't last 19 laps.
they might technically do 19 laps. They won't do 19 laps
Yeah, but
very
then
quickly.
you definitely get then you're definitely gonna get a puncture, because those mediums are horrendous in my opinion.
And all of
The only
that.
good tires on this track are the hards.
Oh, that's interesting, because normally I don't like the hard compound, but
Well,
yeah.
the hard compound in this game is just the most optimal race tire in all of the in almost all of these tracks.
Well, there you go. And out of all,
Because they, yeah.
with all of this happening, Yasin has re-overtaken Dark King for P2, although Dark King is right on his tail. And the gap with Furzes is now 4.4 seconds.
But yeah, that hard tire is just so good with, because the tire it doesn't really get much tire wear. You know, they can last for ages, and then because they can last for ages and they don't get much tire wear, they just keep so much pace. You just have so much pace and speed in them still for the
Well,
whole race.
someone's had a lot of pace and speed, and that's Dark King getting back up to P2, doing a bit of DRSing on the back straight. Now Yasin will get DRS back, and so will the Bard Tsunami. Can either of those two make a move back on Dark King? The answer is not yet. Although I have noticed Minions is now 7 seconds away from Gur in P8, so I am questioning that 0-0 strategy. I really am.
Yeah, of course, 0-0 in the end. It's definitely not gonna be faster than a faster setup than all of these guys. Oh, as the guys in front, the Barcelona, Fenta, and both Psyduck all went into the pits here.
They're going to do an undercut on those drivers in front to try and gain on them.
On Yasin and Darking.
Yep.
So they'll be forced to pit now, as
what tyres are they going
Joel
on?
will also hards, because they all started on mediums, I think.
Yep, they're going on to the hard compound tyre. That will last quite comfortably.
Yeah, those will definitely last till the end. But yeah, this forces Yasin and Darking to pit, and maybe Joel in a few laps too, because you'll gain about 1.5 to 2 seconds per lap on those newer tires probably. As they've perfectly timed this stop, not being in any traffic at the moment. Well, only behind Timik here. But then they have quite some big gaps in front. So they'll just need to overtake Timik as fast as possible. And then
well, here goes the Bard Tsunami. This is going to be no
Timik
questions
actually
asked.
fights back, but I don't know why.
Yeah, he's just gone past. Timik, this is not your race to be battling. For the reasons being, you're on 11 lap old mediums. These guys are on brand new hards. There's a yellow in
Darking
sector
goes
2.
into the pits, and Yasin actually stays out.
Yep, Yasin not believing it's time to pit yet, nor does Furzes.
But
Whereas
let's see,
someone else
where
coming
does
into the pits, I believe.
Where does DK end up compared to those guys? Because I think it is gonna be close.
We'll have a look.
And I think he's going to be behind them. Is he going to be behind all of them?
No,
he's
just
side by
got
side
in
with
front
Fenta.
of Fanta.
As Fenta now around the outside, still there, with Darky on the inside, but yeah, still side by side here. But who gets DRS? It looks like Fenta is, so he's gonna move in front of him now. And I think, yeah, Poseidon behind him, also moving in front.
It's advantage Fanta. Dark King is behind Fanta and Psyduck.
That's DK now down to P8, so that definitely means that Yasin is also gonna.
Oh, Psyduck is getting past Fanta now. He has just got past Fanta.
But yeah, this means that Psyduck is also gonna be. Wait, sorry. Yasin is also gonna be behind these guys.
Yep.
If he doesn't. And yeah, he does go into the pits now, but it's
Perth
already too
is coming
late.
in. Minions getting a penalty for track limit abuse. Yasin coming
As he
in.
is holding, as he is actually holding up.
Tenix coming in.
Um,
Minions.
as Minions is doing great teamwork here, actually holding up both Vanta, Darking, and
Psyduck are now coming
Psyduck
into the
for
pits
Yasin to
himself.
maybe Yasin could get in front of them. I hope for Minions.
Well, Yasin
I
is
hope for
coming in
Yasin
as
that
well.
Minions held him
Oh,
up
they're double
enough.
stacking. They're double
Uh,
stacking.
but it looks like yeah, Yasin lost way too much time. He pitted way too late. But if these guys in front of him keep fighting much, then he could move back in front, move
Yeah,
back to them.
Yasin has come out in P7. He's got 2 seconds to gain to get to this
hmm
group.
And
Minions
so,
is
by
going
the
to come out
way,
in P12
look
by the
at
looks of
this.
things.
Joel, now with pitting later, got the Barcelona behind him.
He has. As Psyduck gets a penalty for track limit abuse now. Gurr is in the lead of this race, but he hasn't pitted. I'll just do that. Gurr needs to pit, so when he pits...
Well, he is on the hard tire, so he'll need to go a bit longer than the rest of the grid.
Yeah,
For
he'll
pitting.
need to look to pit around about the lap 17, 18, 19 sort of mark.
Yeah, probably 17, I think, or maybe 18.
Well, we'll see. Minions is already up past Tim Meek. That was going round there, so that might have been a 0-0 overtake.
But yeah, smart move from the Barcelona with pitting earlier, and he was the lucky one to move in front of Timik and not get held up as the rest of the guys did get held up by some traffic.
Yep, and now
As
it's
he's
DRS
now,
open. DRS open.
But I don't think he can get him here as this straight is too long.
Who's
Or I
that
mean,
going
it's not too long. Sorry, I mean, it's not long enough. Just not long enough. But he is close behind if he gets a good exit now. Yeah, but we do have, he does have
Red Halo's
Joel in
pitting.
front. Joel in front, of course, charging or using battery. I'm really not getting my words right.
Oh, Marty retires on track. That's 4 penalty points. That's 4 penalty points for Marty. He's just retired on track.
No, he retired into the pits.
No,
and then
Red Halo went in. Red Halo pitted. Red Halo pitted, but didn't retire.
Didn't he just retire?
Marty retired going through the left-right on sector.
Yeah, but that's
1.
the end of the pit lane, so it makes sense.
He didn't go in the pits.
Didn't he? Oh,
no.
I thought he did. Ah.
He didn't go in the pits.
Then he did retire on track. Well, that's not great. As
Tenix gets a speeding in the pit lane. There was someone else who got a speeding in the pit lane as well.
Yeah, Gurr too. As he was already up to 3 seconds, but now he's up to 13 seconds. So that's not the best. It looks like the gaps in the back of the grid have grown between each other, with everyone pitting at different times.
Yep.
As the Barcelona in front is gaining, can he make a move on Joel? No, he was just not there, not side by side. But who does make a move? Psyduck on Darking.
Yep, just noticed that.
As those 3 guys should try and work together to catch up to the Barcelona and
yep.
And Joel, as Joel doesn't have, he can't drive away anymore from anyone, so he will be fighting with someone.
Yeah, he's fighting with the bad tsunami. Red Halo retires in the pit lane. Red Halo does indeed retire in the pit lane on lap 17. That's perfectly fine. That was
But
coming.
yeah,
We knew that was coming because
yeah, he had
he
such an
just had a
unfortunate race, just
horrid
spinning and
race.
getting pushed wide
Um,
in that first lap.
Red Halo, if you're listening to us, commiserations, and hopefully we will see you back on the track in season 13, where hopefully you'll do much better.
But let's see, I think Darking is gonna get a move here on Psyduck.
Well, they're going side by side, and he's
Yeah,
done
but
it.
he's already ahead before the corner.
That was
But
a
if
classic
Psyduck can
DRS
just,
overtake.
if Poseidon can just stay close behind us, he gets a really bad exit, losing
He's going
losing
to
the
lose
car
to
a bit.
Phantominium.
Mhm.
He has, and Bard
Yeah.
Tsunami has got past Versus.
Oh, he did. Well, that's finally we have someone else leading the, apart from
We
Gur.
have a lead change.
Mhm.
Bard Tsunami is now leading this race on lap number 17. See, even though we've actually only got 12 people now in the race. So
So everyone is in the points.
anyone who finishes this race right now is guaranteed points. There is literally no reason to
To
retire
retire.
because
Yeah.
you're guaranteed points, and if you've got a big enough gap at the end of the race, you might as well go for the fastest lap attempt because
Mhm.
you're definitely guaranteed at least 1 point, and you're going to have a chance at getting a second. This is, of course, aimed more at the people at the back of the grid.
Definitely motivating Tenix here,
But
with being 13 seconds behind everyone. As Joel, by the way, moves back in front of the
yes, he
Bard
does.
Tsunami,
And
so
Dark
his
King
lead
is
wasn't for long.
and Dark King just about holds off Phantominium, but Phantominium's going to have a second go at this with this DRS zone. And Psyduck is there as well, and Yasin is just about there, but let's see. He's going around the outside into the left-hand corner, and I think he's just done it. That was a lovely move there for Phantominium, taking third place away from Dark King. Now, can he hold on to it, or is there going to be more overtaking to come on the next couple of laps? As Minions does get past Flip, that is into the hairpin just at the start of Sector 3, and Flip is now lost a place to Tim Meek. Here we go. We've got Dark King only a tenth and a half behind Fanta here, and that's definitely doable here as he goes to the inside. Oh look, Yasin's going to the inside on Psyduck. Dark King has got past. Yasin has got past. Psyduck has got past. Phantominium now finds himself in P6 from P3 just a lap beforehand, and now he's down to P6. This group is so close.
As
As you can
Poseidon
see,
fights back.
Psyduck is trying to make the move around the outside on Yasin. I don't know whether that's going to work.
Well,
And
he's
no.
still really
He's
close.
there, but I don't think he's going to make a move into this
No,
right-hander.
because you shouldn't fight the sector 3. It's just stupid.
Trying to make a move in Sector 3, as we know, is not the greatest of moves. It is not the greatest of moves at all, as Enjoy ET8 Versus has just set a 25-0 on his...
As it looks like, if the Bard Tsunami isn't gonna put his pace up a bit more,
he could be out of
that
DRS.
Joel is gonna get out of that 1 second. But it looks like he's...
He's
Does he
out of
get
1
DRS?
second.
Yeah, but he got DRS early enough. So he was within 1 second before the
just about,
detection
only
point.
just.
So lucky him.
That was close. You can see how powerful that DRS is. It's managed to close the gap from 1.2 to 0.6, 0.5. So, and then he's going to get DRS again because he's just managed to get in that gap again. Dark King and that group that were fighting is now 5 seconds behind this leading duo here. So
Yeah, they're just too.
they're holding each other up by battling.
And
Um,
the guys in front are just a bit too fast for them.
as Minions in P9 is holding up Tim Meek kind of, because Tim Meek's only 3 tenths behind. So I don't really think this 0-0 has actually worked, because there's too many twistier sections, or sections that aren't flat out where you're just losing
Yeah,
time.
definitely not.
I don't know the optimal wing strategy for a track like this, but
Yeah, I forgot my wings.
0-0 is not one of them, as Gers made a mistake going through Sector 3. He's going in the pits.
I don't know what he's doing. I think he's just gonna try and go for the fastest lap, because he's already gonna be behind all those people with that 10 seconds. Oh, he actually got damage.
No, he's serving his penalty. He's
Yeah,
serving
but he
his
got damage
penalty.
too, so that's why. He also changed his wing.
That was the 10 seconds. New wing going on. What tyres are these? I can't see. They're
I think
mediums. They're new
they're medium.
mediums. He's down in P12, but it is still a point, as Yasin and Dark King are now battling. Yasin taking the place away. Gur is still going to get a point though. Maybe 2 if he can get this fastest lap taken away from Furz's, but yeah, he's got to get the hammer down now, because he's 20 seconds back from 10x. But 8 laps to go. You might as well keep going, because as I say, you're guaranteed a point. If you retire now, you are throwing points away, quite literally.
But it looks like Joel finally got away from the Barcelona here and won't have to worry about him anymore.
Yeah, because about... Oh, let me just check.
No, but the DRS detection point was earlier,
No,
so he
he's
doesn't get
not got it.
DRS.
He's not got it. He's using ERS, but I don't think he's going to get in that 1 second, or is he?
Well, he just needs to get a good chicane.
I don't know where the detection point is.
It's here, and he was within a second.
Nope, he didn't get DRS.
Oh no, he didn't. Oh.
He was just out of it.
Well,
so
that's shit. So I think Joel can get an easy win here if he doesn't make any mistakes.
Yep.
Because
Joel
he has way more pace than him and has 2 laps newer tires too.
He can now just breathe a little bit easier, knowing that the threat of DRS and the threat of an overtake from the bad tsunami has now disappeared. There's still a huge battle for third.
Oh, as Dark can get in 3 seconds.
Dark King's gonna have to push like crazy now, and so is Gur.
As this is gonna play within a role with who's gonna get this podium here. As at the moment Dark King and also Psyduck are out of.
They're out of contention because of those penalties, which means it's currently Yasin
between
versus
Yasin and
Phantominium. And then, but yeah, will Gur get the fastest lap? That's a good question. I'm gonna, because his tyres are at his freshest. He's just gained 3.5 tenths in the first 2 sectors compared to his previous best. The question being, is it going to be good enough? The fastest lap currently is a 25.0.
He's really struggling, and he used way too much ERS in the first part of the. Yeah, he cut the
he's
track
just
too.
cut the corner.
No, he's not gonna get the fastest lap here.
He did go faster, but it was an invalid lap, so he's not going to take the fastest lap there. He's going to have to try and go again. And now he's got another 3 seconds to his name as Tim Meek. Tim Meek gets past Minions, so now Flip's going to be there as well. But Minions is coming back. Here's where the 0-0 does work. And what a move that was. What a move that was.
But Demik, within the 10th, could he go for a launch here in Sector 3?
He could,
No,
but
he
it'd probably
doesn't.
be a bad idea to. And then the rest of this Sector 3, well, if you try and make moves around here, it's just not good. Um, so they're wise enough to stay behind each other. And now, I think, is there DRS over the finish line? No, there isn't.
Oh.
Because the straight's too short, so... I have seen sometimes moves made over the start-finish line as Psyduck overtakes Fanta,
Oh, as
but...
Fanta, by the way, Fanta Psychic lost the gap to Yasin and Darking.
Yes! So now, at the moment, oh, that was a very wide Tim Meek as Fanta gets past Psyduck again.
I think they're trying to work together to
Get back into it
get back.
again.
Mhm.
Because at the moment, Fanta is not going to be on the podium. It's going to be Yasin.
Yasin.
Dark King will have enough of a gap. No, he won't. He won't have enough of a gap to get 4th, but he will have enough of a gap to get 5th. Here comes Minions again around the outside. Oh, he's playing with fire here, I must admit. They're still going side by side. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Playing with fire.
Mhm. And when you play with fire, you can burn yourself. But luckily, no one burned.
They all live
Burned
to
himself.
fight another lap. Speaking of, there's only 4 laps left to go.
Well, and with the gap now has grown to 3.4 seconds, so Darkin will actually be safe for this P4.
He will. Dark King will get P4. Yasin will be on the podium. Dark King will keep P4. And then it's just going to be a case of Fanta and Psyduck. Fanta, of course, staying because of the penalty. So everyone seems to have
Calm down a bit.
calmed down a bit. 4.4 seconds between the top 2.
As I think everyone is just gonna be charging their battery
Oh no,
a bit.
Yasin's got a penalty!
Oh!
Now it really is! Now it really is a case of Yasin versus Dark King all over again. As,
And if Fanta can gain enough time, he could also still get the
Fanta
podium.
needs to gain about
7/10, or well, 1
he needs to
second.
gain about 1 second to put him clear of Yasin.
At least 8/10 to get to Darking his position.
Yep. Ooh. Suddenly.
So I think Yasin and Darkin will now start fighting again.
Yes, they are.
Hopefully for
Here we
Fanta.
go. Dark King is now on the podium after overtaking Yasin into the chicane at the end of the straight. However, this could all play nice. If these two keep battling for too much, this could all play nicely into Phantom Minion's hands.
Yeah, so
Don't rule out
they
a
need to
Phantom
watch
Minion.
out. They need to watch out to not lose too much time to Fanta, but they also need to fight each other to get onto the podium.
Do not rule out a Phantom Minion podium here. As Minions and Tim Meek are still going for it. This time Minions does look like he is going to get past on the second straight. Again, at least there are 2 places on this track where 0-0 works. There are lots of places on this track where 0-0 doesn't work. Here being one of them, because that was almost a move into the right-hander. Although, as I say, not really the best place to overtake. And he's going to be much slower through this twistier section. However, there are 2 places on the lap where he can still stay ahead quite comfortably. As Yasin and Dark King still battling. Now Yasin takes P3.
Mhm.
That's interesting though, that Yasin and Dark King have. It's got to the point where Yasin and Dark King are at the end of the long straight, at the same time that Minions and Tim Meek are just about going round to the start-finish line. As Dark King gets back into P3, the gap's actually growing. Phantom Minions about 3.8, 3.9. So
Yeah, it just stays within. It just stays at the
oh, here we go.
3.7 to 4 second range.
Here we go. Let me just bring up tyre information because Tenix is in the pits.
Yeah, he's definitely
It's
going to the
soft
softs.
tyres. Tenix is going for a fastest lap attempt here. He's going to be a lap down with all this, but he's still going to get a point, and he's going for the fastest lap. So
But
if nothing else,
mhm.
if nothing else, he'll be able to take the point away from ET8. As Sider gets a penalty,
But
that
also
will,
a bit of the reason that yeah, Psych gets penalty, so he can't
he's
be
definitely
in
out
any
of this
fight anymore.
podium battle now
Mhm.
on 6
But
seconds.
as I was trying to say, maybe a bit of the reason that Dark and Yassen are faster is that they have Yassen has 2 lap younger tires than Fanta, and Darking 1 lap newer tires. As by the way, look at this, they're actually gaining on the Bart Tsunami here,
Oh
as they're
wow.
now 1.9 seconds behind him.
Yes, and now Red Halo's left the session and Yasin has
And
made the move again.
and it looks like Fanta actually made a mistake, because he's now 4.5 seconds behind.
Fanta's not going to be on the podium. It's going to be Yasin on the podium at the moment with 1 and a bit laps left to go.
But yeah, now we're now gonna start the last lap here. So let's see this fight for the podium between Yasin and Darking.
Minions and Tim Meek are still battling, so I don't know which one of those two is going to get P8 after all of this, but
But
here we
I
go.
think this fight here is more important, of course.
Yep. Obviously, we know what the scenario is with first and second. Who's going to get third? We've got
And actually,
just over
look at this,
half a
the
lap
Bart
to
Tsunami is 1.3 seconds behind. So if Darking overtakes him, and he could maybe get the DRS from the Bart Tsunami here, if he gets close enough.
It's 1.2, 1.3,
Looks like he doesn't.
1.2. It's not going to be enough. It's not going to be enough.
As both Yasin and Darking, of course, are using all of their battery here.
Might as
Yasin
well.
around the outside.
He's not. Is he going to get through? No, he's not going to be
Maybe
able to
he
do
switch
it.
back. Maybe a little bit of a better exit now, 1/10 behind. Does he go for a dive?
He's not
No,
doing
he
a
can't.
dive just here. And don't forget now, this is the tricky section. I don't think you're going to get any overtakes going through this section, but you never know. We've got a couple of corners left. ET8 wins. Bard Tsunami is going to get P2. Who's going to get third? I think it's going to be Dark King. It is Dark King with Yasin P4. Phantominium is going to come across the line and claim P5 with Psyduck taking 6th place. And now we have to wait a long time for Jokebook to cross the line in P7.
By the way, Tenix actually didn't get the fastest lap, so Joel will keep it.
Let's look. He done a 25.5, which is slightly quicker than Gers, but not as quick as the top 4 or top 6 even. So sadly, no fastest lap for Tenix. He's going to get 1 point. Gers going to get 2 points. Flip's going to go up to P8 with Minions and Tim Meek dropping down due to their penalties. And now we wait for Ger to finish the final sector.
As he's still in just entering sector 3 here. Is he gonna do some
Is
donuts
he out
for
of
us?
fuel? The fuel light's on.
I don't know. Probably.
No, he's
I
got
hope he does some.
0.2.
I hope he does some.
lap.
I hope he does some donuts for us.
0.1 of a lap.
Yes. The donuts from Gur. Love to see it.
We're not going to see them. They're off camera. There we go. There we go.
Ah, look.
He's now,
Mhm.
I think he's now totally out of fuel. He's gone onto power saving mode. Uh, and we're going to get a nice donut to finish with. And that's fuel out. That's fuel out. And across the line, I'm afraid no
Mhm.
more donuts because of no more fuel.
He's
Oh,
gonna finish backwards.
don't go the wrong way because you'll get disqualified. But he's crossing the line backwards.
And that's the last race
And
of the
that
season.
is season 12 of Global Formula League officially concluded. Obviously, there will be instant reports opening
Mhm.
ASAP. You're going to have 24 hours to submit your instant reports. Then the stewards have a look, and then if there's any appeals, appeals then get processed as well. But in terms of pure racing on track, that concludes season 12 of Global Formula League. Thank you so much for all of,
Mhm.
thank you so much to all of the drivers for putting their all into this race and racing in general in Global Formula League. We're going to go through the final finishing grid. It's going to be ET8 in first, with the Bird Tsunami in second. We had a wonderful podium fight. It's Dark King in third, Yasin in fourth, Phantom Minion in fifth, Psyduck in sixth, Jokeboke in seventh, with Flip in eighth, Minions in ninth, Tamik in 10th, Gur in 11th, and Tenix in 12th. They were all the finishers, and Team DNF
Mhm.
goes to Red Halo, Marty, who's probably going to pick up a penalty, Emrys, who's definitely picking up a penalty, and Kermit, who didn't take the start. What have I got to say? Well, it's been a brilliant season commentating for half of the season. I wasn't able to commentate the first bit of the season because I only got the game myself halfway through the season. So, however, for the half a season that I did commentate, it's been a blast. Thank you, Nori, for being with me through most of the races as well. It's
Mhm.
been good to have you in the commentary box with me. It's also been good to race in Tier 2 as well. Shout out to the last race in Abu Dhabi where I managed to snatch a point away. I think I managed to snatch a point away from. Let me just. The results haven't been posted yet, but I know for a fact that I've snatched a point away because I finished P12 in the Tier 2 race. So at least I got that, and yeah, I don't know whether I will be I don't know whether I'll be doing full time next season or not. However, I will be around. I'm not going anywhere. And yeah, that's it. Thank you very much to everyone who's been with us throughout the season, and we look forward to seeing you again in the next season of Global Formula League, where you will undoubtedly start racing again and giving us some great entertainment. So thank you very much and good night.